Well, it's crazy that it's almost Father's Day 2025, and in today's video, I want to share with you the ultimate gear gift guide for Father's Day with over 15 gear items that any dad would absolutely love and are just kind of universally accepted, almost, as just excellent, epic, high quality items that anyone that received them would be over the moon for. So let's go ahead, dive right in. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Aaron. This is Gideonstactical. Let's have some fun. All right, let's begin with some multi-tools, right? Us dads, when there's a problem, we want to fix it. Well, of all the multi-tools that exist out there, so many excellent clones, different things coming out that really provide a lot of value. I would say Leatherman tools are still my tried and true go-to for full-size multi-tools. And you're gonna probably hear a lot of people say, oh, the Leatherman Wave. No, don't do it. Unless you absolutely have to, or you're on a budget, because you can score them for just under 100. Spend a little extra. Your dad will absolutely love it. Go with the Leatherman Charge. The Leatherman Charge has a couple little tweaks to the Wave. In its tools, has a better quality S30V steel, and you can get some different handle options. It's just a better setup. And if you were to ask me the one and done, that is the multi-tool that I would recommend in the full-size arena. If you're on a tighter budget, or you think that they want to have more of a compact, like almost keychain size multi-tool, but still is excellent, gets a ton of stuff done, the SOG Power Pint. Like under 40 bucks usually. I carry that thing on me constantly and gets done probably about 80 to 90% of any multi-tool application that I run into as an average Joe type of dad. So there's our two multi-tool options for you guys to choose from. Now, before all you lovely ladies usurped the Stanley name and slapped it on your giant 40-ounce sippable drink so you can guzzle down your Starbucks Frappuccinos, it used to represent hunting trips, hard work ethic, days out on the lake or on the river fishing. And I think that we should make Stanley manly again. So Stanley thermoses, they still make them. It's what I use. I actually don't have an electric coffee maker at our house. I do pour over directly into my thermos, and then I'm ready to rock and roll for the day. So any of those old school options, I don't know a man who wouldn't absolutely love drinking a hot cup of Joe out of one of those thermoses. Now, I'm sure we've all had that moment where we're asking our dad for help and he needs to go get his flashlight so he can assess the problem accurately and give us a solution. Well, when it comes to flashlights, the Nightcore MT series has been working so well for me for over a year now. This is the Pro, I believe, 1A. So it runs on a battery that it comes with that's rechargeable, but if it's dead, you can just throw a single AA in there and can keep on running. And then if you get the Model 2, so the MT2 Pro, it comes with a rechargeable tubed battery, but you can just take it out and throw in two AA's, and it works excellently. Great value, very high performing for the last few years for me, you know, with swappable pocket clip, you know, that you can put it on the bill of your hat, carry it in your pocket. I EDC these regularly, and if you want to upgrade your dad's illumination, highly recommended. And guys, as we're going along here, I will have a link popping up as well as in the description box below over to my Amazon store, where you can score a lot of these items and hopefully, depending on timing, get it shipped to you by Father's Day, as well as some of the other affiliate networks that I partner with, just giving you guys a quick resource to score these gifts. Now, one of the most no-brainer series of backpacks man has ever constructed is the KELTY REDWING series. I have yet to meet one that I did not fall in love with, that fit my body well, has excellent build material for the value, and just a really good layout. Just kind of a one and done pack series, regardless if you need to go with a larger series, if you want lightweight, more hiking focus, if you want more tactical, overbuilt focus. There's so many options and variants out there that you can choose from. So if your dad or you yourself are a father and you're, you know, wanting to trek and just get outdoors more with the family, this series of backpacks I cannot recommend enough. They're just one and done. Do it, you won't regret it, and you'll be able to carry the gear and equipment that you need. Now, I think for a lot of us, two words come to mind to describe our dads: tough and simple. They don't need a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of craziness. You know, they might even be embarrassed to get a gift for Father's Day. Well, When it comes to pocket knives, if you want to check those two boxes, any triad locking mechanism pocket knife from Cold Steel, any of them. This is the Airlight, but there's so many out there. The Recon 1, the Voyager, the Tough Light, every shape, size, color. They're tough, they're simple, and they just get the job done, and would be an excellent, excellent pocket knife option to give any father figure in your life. Leave a comment below on what your favorite triad locking mechanism blade from Cold Steel may be in the comment section below. Now, a piece of jewelry that I think every guy can get behind is a watch. It's a nice accessory, keeps dad on time. Now, if I go digital, it's got to be a Casio, regardless if it is a G-Shock, but many of the Casio illuminators are epic, really work well, keep the time. They have a lot of different color combinations that kind of match with your dad's personality, or maybe if he has kind of a favorite color, you're like, Dad, you're always wearing like blue polos and, you know, blue t-shirts, boom. You know, you can get different bands and different faces, and they're relatively inexpensive and just really work well. If you want to go analog, I love my Vair watches. I wanted last year to have access to like a field watch, analog watch, and partnered up with Vair watches, and they've been a constant partner here at the channel. And this one I just got, I've had solar, I've had their quartz, and now this is an automatic. Classy. So they got a lot of options as well for the analog side. If you really want to step it up a notch and you know your dad kind of likes the diver, field watch, tactical analog watches, excellent choices. Now, what does every dad ultimately want for Father's Day? To be left alone, right? Some peace and quiet. Well, I have two audio options here that could potentially help with that gift idea. The first are the Anker, I believe, Soundcore headphones. These are over-the-ear cans, so they'll fit on anyone, super comfortable. I've had one pair for 3 years and a second pair for, I think, 2 now. Not only do they have like 40 hours of battery life, super easy to recharge, they have an aux cable as well, so you can plug it in if you need to, and really sync easily to not only your phone for working out or just taking walks and working around the garage, listen to podcasts, whatever, but I link it often to my TV if I want to watch something, say like Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan, and I don't want to wake the kids up or have them hear all the stuff going on, but it gives me like a movie level you know, like theater experience of audio, and, you know, it's silent in the room while I'm hanging out enjoying myself. Along with that, they're relatively inexpensive. Very easy to score for around 50 bucks, and they've been working great for me. Now, separate from that, you want to hook your dad up with something hilarious that will also blast the tunes. The Claymore Bluetooth speaker. This is a replica Claymore mine that has Bluetooth compatibility. It's water resistant, so I've left it out overnight when it's rained. It is an awesome talking piece. The audio's okay. It doesn't have awesome bass because it's kind of narrow, but the linking like explodes when it links. It is awesome to have like on a desk, in a workshop, blast some tunes, take it out in the backyard, you know, for parties in the backyard, cookouts, whatever. It is a really fun. Now, everyone should have both of these fixed blades in their collection, so it's kind of a no-brainer that if your dad or significant other doesn't have this and you're wanting to bless them, the Cold Steel SRK, any version of it just makes sense. It's a kind of one and done work tool. You can get them rather inexpensive with the cheaper steels. You can get them really premium with like 3V. They are excellent, just kind of all around tools. They're not going to be good at any one thing, but they can check a lot of boxes. Great for bug out bags, get home bags, those type of things, and still can get a lot done at the campsite. Now, on the flip, the SE6. Let's go. Come on, the SE6. It is a one and done tool option. An excellent, just kind of buy it, forget it. So accessible. Now they have Contour G10 or micarta handles. I would absolutely go with that variant. Lifetime warranty, USA made, still so recommended here at the channel when you just want a one and done survival knife, camp knife. Cannot recommend the SE6 and really the whole SE series, depending on what size range you need. You won't be disappointed as long as you don't mind choils on the 3 and 4. I don't like the 3 and 4. Those ones are bad. But the rest, and that's just a design thing. And leave a comment below. Between the two, the SRK and the SE6, if you could only have one, which model would you take? Now, if your dad's in the outdoors like mine is in any way, shape, or form, water filtration or purification is something that they're always looking for. GRAYL systems. Been using them for years now. Absolutely one and done. Gonna purify the water so you can take it honestly anywhere in the world and use it in any water source and not be stressed out about it. Simple. So when they're on the river fishing, they're trekking in and doing hunting or just doing camping and backpacking, gives so many capabilities and is just a very streamlined, easy use process. And every time I seem to wear this camo hoodie, I get questions. So this is a 511 PTR forged hoodie. I'll have a link. I just got it on a whim. Epic. I totally love it. Got thumb holes. It's got a great breathability. I love the different patterns that they have. The hood works great and has a little pass through. It's an excellent kind of edge season or maybe even day on the lake type of hoodie. And I really enjoy it. So that's what it is. The link will be below. The SKYWEIGHT series of chest packs. You see me wearing these quite frequently when I'm hiking. Great for concealed carry, but also to put like bear spray, maybe your SATCOM device, you know, things like that on your person. But they also have, I usually do the slim down version. They have a utility version, which is like a whole separate layer of organization. My buddy Rob uses it for fishing quite frequently. It would be great for somebody who has smaller tools and they want quick access to them and just don't want it on their belt for whatever reason, maybe a lot of climbing, things like that. These are great options to not only carry, concealed carry, but also carry different gear and equipment, and they're not going to break the bank. There are some awesome options out there, but you're usually going to pay around $100 or more. These ones, relatively inexpensive, but I've been using them for, I think, almost 2 years now. Zero complaints. All right, rapid fire emergency ideas. Home Depot, Lowe's. They should have Leatherman multi-tool options. They should have DeWalt and Milwaukee fastback and whatever DeWalt calls theirs, push button, utility knives. Those things are awesome. Everyone can use more of those. Walmart, you can get those Stanleys. You can also possibly get Leathermans and their Swiss Tech Halbart blade. I'm doing a full review on it, but that thing is epic for less than 50 bucks. And they are starting to carry a lot more, at least in my area, high quality outdoor brands and gear items. So you might be able to score something at Walmart. CABELA'S Bass Pro has tons of excellent gift ideas, but specifically their BUSHCRAFT series, the chopper. The chopper is an excellent midweight survival knife, 5160 American made, Kydex sheath, 120. Don't go with the smaller version. It's cheaper, but the ergos suck and the grind is bad. I would not recommend that one. And they do often carry SEs and several other blades out there, but you're usually gonna pay because, you didn't have time to shop and do whatever. So there's just a few quick ideas. If you're in a small town, Ace Hardwares, True Values, they often carry really cool, good ideas like GRAYL water purifiers, another excellent idea. So many options, but there are a few stores that you could possibly hop to if you are in a pinch. Another emergency idea I forgot about would be if you know their favorite tool brand that they use of power tools, go get them an organizing tote of that brand. We can all organize more stuff. They're always wanting to do that. I'm sure just fiddling around with their bolts and stuff all the time. So you can go to the local hardware store that would carry that brand, score them something like that. I know they won't be disappointed. Now, another awesome tool idea is a pocket ratchet set. My favorite currently is the Klein ratchet set. This thing is inexpensive, really compact, and allows you to get into really tight spaces, or if you're building out like a to-go tool kit. This allows you to be able to get in there, do different things, and because of the adapter system, not only can you do Phillips and flatheads, but it can take any standard or metric socket set as well. And I can pop the hood and work on any of the basic bolts in my engine compartment, of my vehicles with this little setup. So it's a great little adapter kind of accessory to go along with a full-size toolkit. Okay, buck 110 or 112. Pick the size, pick the color combinations, been around since the 60s. Really the forefather, of all pocket knives that are locking that we know today. And you just can't lose by gifting somebody a buck 110 or 112. Folder shout out if you own one yourself. Well, there you go, guys. Being a dad is one of the best gifts I've been able to experience in this life, with my wife being able to raise our 2 boys, GT and GT Junior Mark II. And so I just want to say thank you to every single one of you fathers for all that you've done for your family. You are not appreciated enough. What you do, your silent strength. Yeah, society needs you. Society needs good, strong, loving, spiritually focused fathers. Need more and more and more of it. So love you guys. Hope this list is giving you some ideas on how you can appreciate those dads in your life. And until the next video, always remember to stay equipped, stay prepared. I'll see you out there.